we shall never know peace. At least when it comes to the WNBA space. It was this ad that Angel put out. And I don't know if this is part of a larger campaign where it's going to be similar themes in similar places. But because of where the WNBA All-Star Game is, and because of who plays on the Indiana Fever in the home city of the WNBA All-Star Game.
Here is the rewritten 2,000-word script based on the concept Collier humbles Reese, not Caitlin Clark, without a title. The WNBA spotlight has never burned brighter, and with each passing game, the stakes continue to rise not just for the players, but for how the narratives around them are shaped. In a league fueled by fierce rivalries and rapidly rising stars, moments of truth unfold not just in post-game interviews, but in every quarter, every possession, and every head-to-head matchup. Recently, one of those moments played out live on national television. Nafisa Collier versus Angel Reese, a matchup many anticipated as a test of grit, maturity, and dominance on the court. But what transpired wasn't just a game, it was a statement. Collier didn't just lead her team to a blowout win. She delivered a humbling reminder that hype alone doesn't carry weight in the WNBA. Angel Reese has captivated attention since she stepped into the league. A polarizing figure, known as much for her unapologetic confidence as for her basketball prowess. From her viral NCAA tournament run to her high-profile WNBA debut, Reese has brought with her a crowd, a brand, and expectations that few rookies shoulder. And to her credit, she's shown flashes of brilliance, moments that validate the attention. But against Collier and the Minnesota Lynx, those flashes were dimmed if not extinguished. From the opening tip, it was clear that Nafisa Collier was locked in. Veteran poise, clinical execution, and a kind of leadership that doesn't rely on theatrics but performance. Every time Reese tried to make her presence known, Collier had an answer. Whether it was a contested jumper, a drive to the rim, or a defensive stand, Collier was relentless and surgical. It wasn't just about individual numbers, though those told a clear story. Collier finished with a double-double, dominating in both scoring and rebounds. Her efficiency was staggering, where Reese struggled to find rhythm, missing easy looks and committing turnovers. Collier was smooth, calculated, and unbothered by the noise. What makes this performance even more significant isn't just that Collier outplayed Reese, it's how she did it. There was no trash talk, no posturing, no Instagram captions waiting to be written. It was a silent dismantling, a display of what happens when experience, skill, and composure meet raw talent that's still finding its footing. For fans and analysts, the narrative practically wrote itself. Angel Reese may be the media darling, the face of a new, flashier generation of players, but she is not Caitlin Clark, and she certainly isn't Nafisa Collier, at least not yet. That's not to take anything away from Reese's potential. She's young, athletic, and driven. Her rebound numbers this season have been impressive, and she brings a kind of edge that makes her dangerous when she's dialed in. But on this particular night, that edge was dulled, and her game exposed. One has to wonder if the constant media frenzy surrounding Angel Reese is helping or hurting her growth. It's difficult to develop in peace when every move is under a microscope, every matchup spun into a headline, and when comparisons to Caitlin Clark dominate the airwaves. It's easy to forget that Reese is still adjusting to the league. 2. The speed, the physicality, and the mental discipline it demands. Meanwhile, Collier has been putting in the work quietly for years. No gimmicks, no distractions, just basketball. She's been the cornerstone of the Lynx, evolving her game year after year, leading by example. And games like this are her reminder to everyone watching that true greatness isn't always loud. In the aftermath of the blowout, social media predictably exploded. Clips of Reese's missed layups and Collier's smooth fadeaways flooded timelines. Fans debated whether Reese was overrated, whether she deserved the attention she's been getting. Others defended her, pointing out that rookies are expected to stumble and that growth often comes from failure. Both sides make fair points. But what this matchup made undeniably clear is that Angel Reese is still in the proving phase. She's a star in potential, not in full bloom. As for Caitlin Clark, her name still looms large over these narratives, even when she isn't directly involved. Her historic college career, record-breaking stats, and calm under pressure have already made her a generational talent. When fans say, "She's no Caitlin Clark," it isn't to diminish others, it's to recognize a standard. Clark has faced her share of challenges in the WNBA too. But what sets her apart is her basketball IQ, her ability to adapt, and her vision on the floor. While Angel Reese is trying to find consistency, Clark is already anchoring offenses and elevating teammates. The truth is, every young player in the league, including Reese, should take nights like these seriously. Not as an insult, but as a learning opportunity. Being humbled is part of the journey. Every legend has had those moments, and what separates the stars from the superstars is how they respond. Will Reese take this performance, motivation, or try to deflect it? Will she come back stronger, or will the pressure of public scrutiny chip away at her confidence? Nafisa Collier didn't just beat Reese on the court, she showed what it means to lead. Her example is one any young player should study. When the lights are brightest, it's not about how loudly you shine it, it's about how long you can sustain it. For the Chicago Sky, the loss wasn't just on the scoreboard. It was in energy, focus, and execution. Reese wasn't alone in her struggle. The team looked disjointed, unable to respond to Minnesota's momentum. That raises questions not just about the players, but coaching, strategy, and team identity. For Minnesota, it was a statement win, and for Collier, it was just another night proving that she belongs in the MVP conversation, even if the headlines don't always center around her. As the WNBA season continues, these storylines will evolve. Angel Reese will have other opportunities to prove herself. Collier will continue to lead with quiet authority. Caitlin Clark will keep breaking records and reshaping expectations. But this game, this moment, will be remembered as one of those turning points. A night when the hype was measured against the hardwood. And the hardwood didn't lie. It's easy to be caught up in the drama, the tweets, the trending clips. But basketball doesn't care about buzz, it rewards discipline, vision, and relentless work. That's what Nafisa Collier brought to the court, and that's what Angel Reese has to learn if she wants to rise to the level fans believe she can reach. Let's not forget, greatness in a sprint. It's not one viral block or a headline-grabbing post-game quote. It's years of refinement, of learning from losses, of being coached, of watching film, and making uncomfortable adjustments. Angel Reese's journey is just beginning. She may have been humbled, but that doesn't mean she's done. If anything, this can be the spark. A reminder that to truly shine, she must do more than talk the talk. She has to grind through games like this and come back stronger. And the league, it's better for all of it. The rivalries, the passion, the learning curves, they're what makes the WNBA must-watch basketball right now. Fans aren't just witnessing games, they're watching growth, transformation, and the unfolding of legacy. Reese may not be Caitlin Clark, but if she takes the right lessons from games like this, she can be the best version of herself, someone who can stand toe-to-toe with veterans, like Nafisa Collier, not just in hype, but in results. Because in the WNBA, respect isn't given, it's earned. One possession at a time. Let me know if you'd like a thumbnail caption, intro narration, or the Urdu version of this script.
So one of his genius decisions was this. Signing her, Angel Reese. If you don't know who she is, she's the queen of like fish out of water going after a rebound that she shot herself and can't get in the net ever. She reminds me of a 3-year-old shooting on those little kids' nets and throwing the ball and just completely missing the mark. and like scampering back to get the ball and then shooting again real fast, and it just doesn't come anywhere near the hoop. That is, if you haven't seen her play, that's what it is. Put that image here. That is her.